Oh, come on. We have to go to jail again? This is like the 5th time. Come on. Well, it's the 2nd time. Hey, welcome back to more third time, I guess. Welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we went pretty far into Origin, getting to the east-west sector passage and reaching the Eternal Prison, and this time we're heading on in.
Over there! Man, that's our queen, Melia.
That's vile. How could they do this to her?
With all we've seen of Mobius, I'd put nothing past them.
We have to release her.
Yeah.
Took you long enough.
I know that voice. It's N. You look unwell. Like me. When you had us locked up.
Got my just desserts. Well, don't you look smug with my woman on your arm, Noah.
Does this face really look smug to you?
What else would you call it, huh?
N.
Poor Clod. You don't understand anything.
You cannot have the Queen. She is the fulcrum of Origin itself. By my very existence, I will keep her from you.
Well, that's not gonna happen. Our schedule's tight enough as is.
And also, this is our queen you're talking about. So get ready for a right royal thrashing.
You're effectively a part of Noah himself. We'd really rather not hurt you.
But we will if we have to. Because if you get in our way, then Mobius or not, we're throwing out all the stops and then some.
Don't fool yourselves. Willpower alone won't change the world.
We'll prove you wrong. You'll see. Watch.
You cannot hope to win. Not while I stand here, at the brink of the void.
Void. That's just your grief.
What?
It's called sadness. And we came here for you. To honor M's wishes. And to rescue you from your sorrow.
To rescue me? What meaning does that tripe hold for me? Now that all is past, why should it matter? If you don't know, then let me teach you. I'll drag you with me. Deep into the void, to the depths of despair!
Well, it's very nice. Well, oh, really? Only some of us level up? Come on, guys. Well, we are here, have N. He's a big old tanky boy with a glimmering Swiftblade and a bone to pick with us, I guess. Well, not I guess. Obviously he has a bone to pick with us. We kind of, you know, we kind of ruined his life a little bit. Although, I mean, he also did that pretty well for himself, too. And, oh, it's very fitting that we have Mio as one of our tanks. Why did I say a couple episodes that we had both? Whatever, it's fine. And wow, we're actually tearing through N's health a lot quicker than I thought we would. I thought that would be a lot longer time, but now, well, I mean, I'll take it. As we were about to head into the cutscene, I was considering maybe I want to boost this up to hard difficulty, but I've decided against it. Knowing me, I'll forget, or I'll use it to convince myself to do the very final boss fight with hard difficulty, and that would just take forever. That's my main thing, again, with hard difficulty, is it doesn't really feel that much harder, it just feels longer. That's what she said. Wow, that actually worked way better than I thought it would. But yeah, still, N I find very interesting as a character, but again, he feels like, in terms of his role in the story, he feels like a poor man's Jin. But in terms of him as a character, I find him very good. And in terms of the voice acting, I think he has some fantastic line deliveries. So, yeah, he is a great character, but I don't know. Again, just his role in the story where you have this one-on-one duel with him, well, 1-on-7 duel with him, it feels kind of like, in the final dungeon, you fight him a few other times throughout, he has, you know, this secret power that, you know, makes him especially strong. It feels very similar to Jin. And I kind of assume that's a little bit of what they were going for, because Jin is a very good character. But at the same time, I feel like he could have done a little bit better with them. Now, there is something that is rather interesting, however, with N as a character. Or rather, N as a fighter. Every time that you fight him, N has a different theme. Well, I mean, the only... What is it? You have... Yeah, you have, It's just normal Mobius battle, the first time around, when you fight him after League Art Prison. It is, Words That Never Reached You, at the beginning of Chapter 6. And then here is Noah and N that plays. In challenge mode, there's a few fights that you have, and shows in a couple different challenge modes. I think he just uses normal Mobius battle in those. I think at least? I know there's one that is a rematch with M and N, and I think that one might use Mobius M as a theme. But Noah and N, the song, is very good. It's not my favorite on the track, on the OST, because this OST is phenomenal, but it is still very good. And yeah, personally, of those three aforementioned battle themes, honestly, Noah and N is probably my least favorite. But again, that's more of a testament to how good the soundtrack is as a whole, rather than Noah and N, I should say, being bad. Because it is a phenomenal song. Especially with the vocals going on in the background. Again, there's something I'll talk about with the music. There's a lot of stuff that I do gather from other videos, other resources. Like, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know off the top of my head. There's way too much information in this game to have memorized. But there is one regarding... I'll go more into depth with it later on. In one of my post-game videos. That'll be something... I can use a couple of talking points. I probably will have a lot of my talking point stuff be in the post-game. But there is vocals for both the Mobius theme and the Ouroboros theme, which is actually performed by two different sisters. One of them does the Mobius, one of them does Ouroboros. I do not know which one it is in this one. I would assume it's the Mobius one. I think they're twins, too. The two sisters that do the vocals. Like, the vocals aren't anything special, but still. It's atmospheric vocals, which I think really helps out. And just, it makes things really nice. But, still. And I do really like using Hammer Revolution because it's satisfying to see a chunk of the HP just disappear. Immediately. A lot of it, it goes down in bits and pieces, slowly goes down, but when you use pretty much any of the interlinked talent arts, you see when the HP goes down. Regardless, you can keep on bopping. You're not twisting or pulling. We do not have anything to twist and pull in. Although, I mean, we can proverbially twist the dagger into his heart by flaunting off our long-haired Mio. I'm gonna be honest, there was a cutscene earlier, I forget what it was, that it showed short-hair Mio, and I entirely forgot that's what she looked like. I completely was like, what the hell did they do to Mio? Oh wait, that's how she actually normally looks. I've really gotten used to long hair Mio. And not that short hair Mio is bad at all. I myself am more of a... I'm not going to use chant text because I don't want to cut into the unique song. Which I suppose I can give it a little bit of time a bit to just kind of show off or listen to. But yeah, I'm more of a long hair guy myself, so I of course do like this quite a bit, but short hair Mio, not bad. Anyways, as I was about to say, I'll give a little bit of time to just listen to Noah and N as a song. I will have a little bit playing, of course, in the end slate. Don't worry about that. That should be pretty expected, but just to let a little bit at least play amidst all the chaos of the battle sounds and screaming and JRPG noise. Like I said, it's a fantastic song. I personally just prefer Mobius N, or no, Mobius M I should say, and Words That Never Reach You a little bit more. Especially Mobius M. The Mobius battle theme already is fantastic, but once you hear Mobius M, you can never like the normal Mobius theme as much.
I'll ask again. Why did you do it? Tell me! How could you murder the city's people? Just think! They were the lives of your own kin! My own kin? You're wrong. They were nothing but mere chaff. What? They were superfluous for us Mobius living in the now. Furthermore, all those lives wouldn't have existed without me. Ugh. As their original creator, I held dominion over their lives and deaths. Listen to yourself! Tell me, what about M then? What about the love Mio had for them? Mio! 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 You're the one who couldn't protect her! In the end, you were powerless! And now she's gone! How could you? Answer me! You really don't know? Don't you understand anything? I don't get it! Why, En? Why do you keep punishing yourself like this? You took the wrong path. And then you had to walk it alone. You just messed up. You messed up royally. Regret owns you. What do you know? If only I'd made the right choice. If what happened hadn't... Clinging to the past, obsessively. You just had to keep walking that path. What you've become is regret itself. Really? And what does that make you then? I am... all of us. We're hope. They're hope, he says. What lofty heights of arrogance. Like some self-proclaimed savior.
Not at all. They're the words of the one you held most dear.
That's her. Inside there. She felt regret. Just like you did. And yet, she had hopes for the future. That's why she left everything to Mio. This hope of yours. How can there be anything like it? In this world, there is nothing but the void. Peer now into it, and watch your precious hope crumble to nothing! I'm trying to tell you! That's just the sadness speaking through you! There is no room.
And as if Noah versus Noah and En, whatever. I keep screwing up the name. As if the song already wasn't great enough, now we get the vocals for the whole thing. Yeah. You didn't think that we were just gonna get through a JRPG boss fight in only 15 minutes? Nah, we gotta do this fight again. We got time to kill. Noah Phase 2. Very much the same, but now he's enraged the entire time, and he has a few other tricks up his sleeve. We are getting beat up quite a bit again, but yeah. One thing I do simultaneously like and dislike about the soundtrack is that not every boss theme, most boss... Wait, is it every boss theme? I think it's every semi-unique theme. I don't think, like, the unique monster theme does this. But they have multiple phases to them as songs. The reason that I don't outright say that it's fantastic is because they don't always... A lot of times they don't, like, transition into each other well or at all. So it ends up being that you kind of just, you know, have two separate songs that are related but different. So, I mean, I'm not complaining because it's more music, but I kind of wish that they tied into each other a little bit more. For the most part, on the official soundtrack, they do transition pretty well into each other. The Mobius battle themes don't really transition all that well, but that's the exception to the rule, I think. still, we do have our second fight against, and second phase of Noah and... I should have used pressure drop early. Forgot about AoE. Are we dead? Really? Well, okay, Noah and Mio. I think both can revive, can't they? Yeah. We gotta get people up reviving. And I really hate that you can't, because like it's a unique theme and you can't just like turn off the. I really dislike that. That is one of my things that I'm recording this after what I believe is the final update has been released, and that's something I do wish was changed. I wish that you could toggle. Well, one thing, I'm surprised that they didn't have the. I think we're a little bit short of Bravo. No, okay. I do wish that there was a custom difficulty, because it sort of tweaked debuffs a little bit, and I wish that you could change whether or not you had. I wish that you could toggle if the chain attack music playing over unique boss themes, or just boss themes in general. Like normal battles, okay, I get it, but like this. It's a great song, don't get me wrong, but it takes away from the mood of the battle, and it kind of sucks in that way. There's, again, I've talked about before. I don't like games to be perfect. I think it's better when you have things that are great. And again, chain attack song is fantastic. I just wish that there was a little bit better to this. Oh well. What can you do? We'll go with Multi-Blast just to get the heal. Sadly, our healer that actually gets healing is incapacitated. That does kind of ruin things a little bit, but still. Recon worth at 402 is not bad. Bonk, 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 bonk. We healed up a good bit, at the very least. Which is something nice. I think it only makes sense. So let's go and break. Or not. Try to break and fail. Again, just heal on hit. It is not much healing. I think Uni might be just out of range of being able to get healed. That's at least what it seems like. And I think we could have gotten an amazing if I did anything else, but I wanted to see if I could get the break. And I could not. There we go, get the Ouroboros activation. Up and going at him. Yeah, go for the break again. Didn't get it. Ah well. Then we can, again, heal on hit. And get a little bit. And Noah, because I think he would get a little bit... nah, Senna would have been a bit better. 677 is not bad, though, for damage percentage. For a damage percentage without using Ashira, Gondor, or Fiona is not bad. That's kind of the main thing. You have your damage ratio people that do a ton up there, and this just isn't a group that. Miku and Banana aren't a pair that do that. They're not the most damaging. Anyways, I will, now that I'm a little bit safer from harm, I will let Phase 2 of Noah and N play a little bit.
I will face you down again and again. Know your let's further the pressure. I will face you down again and again. There is no future that lies before. Working on it. You are
I mean, I wish the things were a little bit more common in game. But also at the same time, it makes sense to have these unique battle themes. Also, one thing that I just need to do way more, I do mean way more often, is actually changing who I'm playing as. Because you actually lose out on a lot of power potential by just sticking as one character. It's because you have a lot of options, and constantly switching between who you're playing as means that you're able to make the most advantage of it, because human players always is going to perform better than the AI. You can time things, period. You can time things, you can, you know, time things well, you can, you know, wait, I did that a bit early, speaking of timing things well. Yeah, you can time things, you can kind of switch between, you can focus on using fusion arts, you can do a lot of anything in this, and it's, yeah, just a little bit of a waste to not, but it's also, it's a lot to handle if you are not fully in tune with the way the game works. And like, I mean, I understand a lot of the mechanics of the game, but it's something where I'm not great at micro, so I don't want, and it's kind of micro to, I think I did that early too. Like, especially with evasion tanks, you're always going to do a lot better using an evasion tank compared to letting AI do an evasion tank. Because you, again, you can time things. Let's do that. He is awakened. One thing that's also very nice for evasion tanks is the decoy. Decoy status is very nice. I just, yeah, well, it's fine. Here, let's Borkin, and I think with Senna down, that means that we don't actually, shoot, I forgot that we had Origin Blade as a thing. I entirely forgot that Origin Blade was actually a stat, or was a thing that existed. It just comes up so uncommonly that you just kind of forget about it. Bop, 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 bop. And again, another thing that helps you out if you're using your characters more often is timing talent arts. Because, I mean, of course you're going to be able to, you know, time your evasion arts well, but while it doesn't prevent you from taking damage, you don't die during a talent art, so that helps out. And also, right now, you're really seeing the value of the Memory Locket. Memory Locket is easily the best accessory in the game. Of course, the couple of the Legacy of 7 rings are really good, but just doesn't compare to being able to revive at any point in time with any, well, not at any point in time, but being able to revive with any party member, potentially. We just barely snuck the smash in there. See all the launches, smashes, and stuff like that? It's making me really want to get back to playing Xenoblade 2. But I think I've already mentioned it. I'm going to save it for not this next series, the one after. I think that'll be the 10th Let's Play that I do on the channel. So I think it makes sense if I wanted to go and redo what I still think is the only low quality series I have. Well, I'm critical of myself. I think all my series are pretty low quality, but it's the only series that I'm not happy with, is how I should word that. Xenoblade 2. So going back to that on a nice round number like number 10, this makes sense. And let's just while we have the Glimmering Swiftblade going on. And down we go, it's fine. Again, having so many people able to revive is really good. I don't know why. I guess the rationale behind having it be a recommended attacker item is that they won't draw aggro, but it draws aggro if you're reviving anyways, so you might as well have it on a tank who'll survive. Well, presumably they'll survive. I don't have it on Uni though. I feel like probably Evasion might be a little bit better than Face Tank at reviving. I'm not sure. But still. We are really getting banged up right now. But I don't want to go into chain attack because I don't want to lose out on the music. And please tell me Noah has his talent art. He does not. Can I? I was just late with the Mighty Beat. Just behind on it. Well. Yeah, again, I would be much more willing to do chain attacks if it didn't change the music. It makes me not want... Okay, that's something that is a bit of a problem. It makes me not want to do something that just makes the game more intriguing. But, I mean, at the same time, it also makes it harder on myself, and I'm good at that anyways, so what does it really matter that much? That. Not gonna... I assume that N is probably just straight up immune to knockback. I wouldn't be too surprised at that. Again, that's another thing. I do not know the debuff resistances off the top of my head. Just assume they're high for every big boss enemy. I mean, obviously, not immune to break and all that stuff. But I think he's probably immune to all debuffs. Yeah, I imagine he's immune to debuffs, immune to daze, or immune to debuffs, immune to knockback. I don't know why I said daze. Immune to knockback, immune to blowdown, and probably like a 90% resistance to break, probably. 90 resistance to break, maybe like a 75 top, because I think there is separate topple resistance. I don't think there's any resistance for launch smash, daze, and burst. I think those just are... You can just have them. At that point, I mean, it takes two things to get to them already. I know Break is the main one that I know for sure. Oh, jeez, that does a lot of damage. Break is the one that, well, you know what? Finish things off.
to be with you forever. Those words back then were the truth. It's what she really wished for.
Yes, that's right. I wasn't mistaken. When I tried to give her eternity, that was the correct choice. And you ruined it!
Because you've changed! You still don't understand. You were together so long. How can you not get it? She wanted you to go back to the name Noah. She wanted you to call her by the name Mio.
Why? Why are you the ones who get to stand there together in this world, edge to bleeding edge filled with sorrow? Perhaps we just got lucky. Got lucky? Trace it to chance encounters. I've met so many people. Lance, Uni, Tyon, Senna, Riku and Manana. My friends have been invaluable. And of course, I met Mio too. There's a very small difference between you and me. If I had been in your shoes, I'm sure I would have chosen the same.
You would you?
Yeah. But not anymore. Mio and my friends. And not just them, but the other Mio. And the other me. Every person I have met has shaped me and changed who I am. Thanks to them, I can choose the future. Even if you do succeed at returning the world to its original form, there's no guarantee you'll live long enough to enjoy it. What about that? Do you still intend to persist regardless? Yeah, we will. We'll fight our way out of these 10 years. That's all.
En, you were just like us once. An Ouroboros, fighting for the future. But one day, you gave up on it. And made the choice to protect the now. But you know, that's okay too. To protect and to endure. They're shapes a wish can take. And I knew exactly what that meant.
Mio, won't you come with us? You could try to move forwards again. After so long. It's what you both wanted, right? Well then, easy choice.
What in the...
He vanished.
What exactly does this mean? Noah?
Is he dead, or what?
No. He's fine.
Fine in what sense?
For now, let's do what we came for.
a long dream. A very, very long dream. In my dream, youths were fighting. And as many times as they fell, they always got back up again. A dream of young people simply trying to survive.
Majesty.
Noah, correct? I have been watching you. All this time, through the eyes of my simulacrum. Well done making it here.
The Queen of Agnes is already free. Now you are too. And now, that leaves only him.
You mean Zed?
Yes.
About Zed. He is not a person, but a concept.
Concept?
Everyone can feel uncertain, frightened. These feelings coagulated and then given human form, or Zed. Unlike those people who are granted a Mobius body, he is a true Mobius.
Sounds ominous.
So he's not even an individual?
He is, and he isn't. There is some Mobius within you too. But perhaps you've realized that. Your Ionios lies in frozen time, born from the Mobius wish that chose the endless now.
So then, both us and the world, everything that exists, it's all false.
Everything that exists is reality. Present lives. And future ones. Mobius aside, the wills of countless people persist inside of Origin. The sword of the end you carry, and Ouroboros, they take their shape from these thoughts. Protect the now, or carve a path to the future, the wielder decides. The future is undeniable, but you must realize your own. I've seen what you've done. You can do this too. Very well. There remains but one more thing I have to say to you. Noah. Mio. Lance. Senna. Tyon. Uni. This world is yours. Further below this point lies the nucleus of Origin. You will find Zed there. I shall return to the castle and free the soldiers from the Flame Clock's bondage. Otherwise, their lives will only feed Zed's power.
Nice thinking, Your Majesty. Counting on you.
Oh, will you need an escort?
I would think not. Might you have forgotten who I am?
Whoa, awesome.
All right. This will be the last battle. We're all gonna make it through this. I promise.
Yeah, this new world sounds like a blast. There's no way we can lose.
We're strong now. Just look how far we've come together.
The world is in our hands.
Right. Let's grab it and hold tight.
you told me I'd live to see it, I'd have never believed it. The time has come for the city to mobilize! Keves, Agnes, support them all! Gilgamesh, deploy! Gondor!
What is it now? And can you not use that knife?
We're ready to launch a full offensive on Origin. Back us up!
Mother dear! Like I wasn't gonna do that anyway.
Our main goal is ultimately defense. Only destroy weapons on the outer rim. Noah and the others are heading for the core. Leave the middle intact.
Screw that up, and we can't restore the world, right? Roger, Wilco! Always nice to see a new face.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Melia is indeed a new face. And, with her freed from the eternal prison, and I suppose, and freed from his own prison, that'll do it for this time. Next time, we descend towards the nucleus. But until then, see you guys later.